Hello my dears and lovelies, and welcome back to the channel. Lately I've been thinking a lot about the kinds of stories and books that change us. The kind that permeates our every being and weaves its way into every aspect of our day. The ones we think about while we're washing dishes or making the bed. The ones we cannot help but ponder while we're making matcha or putting our makeup on. I really want to dive into two books in particular that I've started this week. One is Divine Feminine Gnosis, and it's a nonfiction by Lee Irwin. The other is a fiction by Thomas Kent West called City of Iron and Ivy. Hi, hello my dears and lovelies. This is Editing Leanna popping in to apologize for the utter chaos this vlog will turn into. I set out to make a reading vlog and to share my thoughts on the two specific books I have mentioned, and it just turned into a week in my life, a very chaotic week in my life of writing and watching YouTube and reading a little bit and sharing my thoughts on what I'm reading, but then back to writing, and I don't know what to even title this vlog at this point. I might just scrap the whole thing, but yeah, that's where we're at right now. It's turned into chaos and I do apologize, but if you're still here, thank you for watching. I appreciate you guys so much, and I think I'm gonna go cry now. Bye-bye. I'm so glad that I picked up this book because I've never heard anything like it before. I picked it up on a whim while shopping at the bookstore because I thought it looked possibly interesting as I thought it would be an interpretation of Christianity having a divine feminine aspect to it. This is not that. This is not that at all. It's actually just the idea of a divine feminine spirituality in association with a divine masculine spirituality, and how our patriarchal society has shoved away, pushed aside the divine feminine aspects of spirituality, and what the divine aspects of spirituality actually are, that we tend to push aside as lesser or not important or just plain rubbish. This book outlines them as no, these are actually experiences through intuition, experiences through dreams and visions, these things that we tend to push aside as not being rational and not being smart and thinking and believing these things. This book actually outlines them as some of the most important aspects of feminine spirituality. And I haven't gotten very far in it, obviously. I'm only about 45 pages into it, but I just wanted to give a quick update on where I'm at so far, what I think of it so far. It's really challenging a lot of what I was taught growing up, because I was raised in a very skewed view of the Christian religion, in such a sense that it was very cultish, we could only listen to like one pastor's sermons, one pastor's interpretations of the Bible, and that was taken as law, as what we believed and nothing else. And it was very patriarchal in that church. And so growing up, being taught one thing and one thing only is correct, and everything else you learn is seen through that skewed lens of what I believe is correct and what you believe is not correct. It makes experiencing the world very difficult, because you're taught one thing your entire life, and then you turn 18 and you move out and you learn and you grow and you experience life, and all of that just goes out the window because none of what you were taught was true. And for a while it turned toward it like a hatred of Christianity, because I thought that what I was taught was the true Christianity, and learning that it wasn't, it's now more developed as maybe definitely what I was taught was not correct. But in addition to that, maybe what we were all taught was not correct. Maybe we've all been living in a patriarchal society with patriarchal rules and patriarchal religions for such a long time that we don't know the difference anymore between what's right and what's wrong. Maybe we don't know the difference anymore between what's real and unreal, what's feminine and what's masculine, what's a balance between the two, and what's an overpowering of one in favor of the other. It's very fascinating to think about. And how important it is when you're having these conversations with people to not approach it with the sense of I'm right and you're wrong and I have to convince you why I'm right, but rather to approach it with the aspect of there is something we can both learn from each other, and how can we both grow from this conversation. And I think that's such a beautiful way of viewing the world, and a beautiful way of viewing spirituality, in the sense that the world is diverse, the world is beautiful in its diversity, and as such we should treat it as such. We should treat each other as such. We should treat each other as these beautiful, infinite, spiritual, powerful, magical beings, because we are. And I just think that's really cool. Good morning, my dears and lovelies. Hello. It's a beautiful Friday morning, and I am exhausted. I drank way too much caffeine yesterday in the afternoon instead of in the morning, and couldn't sleep last night. So I stayed up pretty late working on my manuscript because ideas were just flowing, which is great for me because I haven't worked on that manuscript in a few weeks now because of wedding and all of that. Everything just got a little crazy there for a while. But started working on my manuscript again last night, or at least one of the manuscripts of the multiple manuscripts I am working on. But got started on that. Wrote about 1,000 words or so, I think, maybe a little bit over 1,000 words. But be that as it may, I didn't get to sleep till probably 1 o'clock in the morning last night, and it is, I don't know, I think it's like 8:30 or something. So I'm a little sleepy. I got enough sleep, but I'm just a little slow to boot up this morning. But my beautiful husband, beautiful husband, got me an Alani because he knows me and he knows me well. So we're gonna nurse this to hopefully wake up this morning, so that we can get started on reading some more of the books we've been talking about and work some more on my manuscript. I might work some more on the manuscript first. I don't know. We'll see how the morning goes. But let's get this day going, shall we? live from my couch after over a 2-hour writing stint. I'm not entirely sure how long I was writing because I stopped paying attention to the reading sprints on the screen and I was just going for it. I wasn't taking any breaks or anything, so I have no idea how long I actually wrote today, but I wrote a long time. Did not catch it all on camera, but I wrote a long time. I'm almost at 10,000 words. No, 9,000 words. I'm almost at 9,000 words in my novel, which is pretty crazy. I've never written that much of anything in my life, so I'm pretty excited at where this is going. I read what I wrote between last night and this morning to my husband, and his only response was, "Are you okay? Do I need to call your therapist?" So, if that tells you anything about what I put my characters through, yeah. So, I think we're gonna take a little break because I've written a lot of heavy stuff and maybe we just need to watch a little YouTube or something to clear my brain a little bit. So, I'll catch you later. My dears and lovelies, we are back and we are doing some outlining because as I was writing over the past few days and reading my writing out loud to my husband to get his feedback, came to the realization that I have no idea where the story is going. I'm just writing things that are happening to my characters and I don't really have a plan. Jeez, you guys hear that? The wind is shaking the whole apartment. Oh my god. But anyways, so because I have more of a concept of vibes than I do an actual plot, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to do this outlining process to see if it helps. I'm not excited about this. I hate outlines. I hated them in school. I hate them now. But we're gonna try it. I just copied and pasted Mick Wright's writing outline, which if you know her from YouTube, she gives some really great writing tips and writing advice. Basically what she did for this outline is she combined the 6-act story structure and the Save the Cat story structure, which I have been reading Save the Cat, so I know some of these beats. But basically we're just gonna go through, we're gonna see what we can figure out from this. Oh my god, that's such a long outline. Okay, we can do this, guys, it's fine. I have my laptop ready to go and my immersive writing ready to go, immersive writing session ready to go, and let's do this. Hello, my dears and lovelies. Gotta be honest, it's a bit of a bad mental health day for me today. I did get the outline finished for my novel, and I took a shower, so that's good. We took some baby steps today, but ultimately, I don't have a lot of energy left in me right now, so I'm debating what to do. I might turn on like a movie or something, just kind of try and chillax a little bit, and at the same time hopefully get some inspiration for my novel. Yeah, I'm not really sure what else to say at this checkpoint. I'm just not feeling it today. I haven't really been feeling it the past couple of days, but we persist. Nevertheless, we persist.